Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30. It is Wednesday, February 4th. And good grief, do we have a crazy day today? Man, this has been all over the place. Very volatile, lots of volume. We got like 1.5 million on the micro ES. On the full size ES, we got 1.9 million contracts traded. So it's a big day. It's a lot of volume going on today. The Nasdaq, 2.5 million on the micro Nasdaq. That's a lot of volume. So we got some action going on, and it's all about um, geopolitical concerns. These little news about the AI trade taking over jobs, displacing jobs, getting rid of sections of jobs, and you see these software companies getting all hammered. And it's this. You just have to take that with a grain of salt. The market is massively overreacting to stuff. You hear like the Gemini or Anthropic or which whenever it is going to take away a bunch of software jobs, the whole software sector goes to shit. Uh, it's just and when I say it's just ignorance. It's like it's displacements are going to happen, but it's not going to be like what they think it is. So and I just have to kind of ride through this stuff. It's going to work itself out just fine. The ES, as we said, we started off range bound, and as it took out key support, we shifted our bias towards the short side. But I mean, we were down here. We were actually holding on pretty good until we got into the F period after the London closed. Then they ran it all the way down here to the low at the 68, 65s. And now they're almost all the way back up again. So up above 68.10, almost back to the 69.30s. Sorry, 69.10, 69.30s. So we'll see if they hold up here. We may be starting off range band going into the overnight. It kind of depends if they're going to trade down below this 69.10 again. I would say that would be the level we need to key in on. If they close below that, we're starting from the short side. If they can hold above it, we'll just start off range bound and just watch for overnight weakness. I haven't taken any trades today. I realized the crappiness of the day. So they did a couple of other trades on a different faster system, and then it is just the same on this. That's on the micro Nasdaq, and that's again just chopping yourself up. It's just absolutely pointless to sit there and try to engage because I mean you get in. I mean, you get in with good trade location. Even this little bar right there on the Nasdaq, that's 930 up to 950, so that's 20. So if you're trading with 100 tick stop, you barely can trade that little bar right there. That's how crazy this is. So you really want to, and you know, if it sneezes a little bit on the upside, your stop gets knocked hit out as well. So you can be right on the trade and lose money every time just because it's so volatile. It just sort of whips back and forth. Nasdaq, however, though, is a lot weaker than the ES is. They're not being able to recover very well. So and that's just the AI trade. The I think it was Anthropic came out with this little software module. Yeah, it's going to replace all the software developers and all the stuff, and all the entry staff is going to go away, and it's going to be a crisis and all this stuff, and sell off. So that's how it goes. I would not worry about it just now. This is just let the market worry, churn through it, and just look at this as opportunities to pick up if you can. Good companies which are being discounted because of it. So um, looking at the Nasdaq though, I would start from the short side. The selling may not be over yet. It just depends, but I don't think it's quite over yet. So I would not be super aggressive on the long side by any means. If they trade up above this area, the 220s, maybe start off range bound, but I kind of had to get up above that 280s almost, get to past these three levels of resistance. Not sure that's going to happen. So starting off range bound with a bias to the downside, looking to get short against these resistance areas for rotations back down. But overall, a big down day on the Nasdaq. So starting off with a bias to the downside, looking to sell strength on the Nasdaq, the ES, and we maybe just a range bound depending on where they end up closing here. So ES is holding up better. Nasdaq is just getting some getting a whips a beating. This company Palantir, he had a super good earnings, came out popped 20 per $20, and they're down like $20 today. That's how crazy it is. So every software company is getting sold, and it's because they think AI is going to take over the whole thing. Now, finally, bonds. Bond market is just sideways. Not much happening on that guy. I have not traded it. As I said last update, I kind of missed that thing up here. That was the best setup I could see today. On the way down here, trading that lower support area, potentially decent. I was holding out for a couple of ticks lower on that, but it never happened. So just have to, but that could have been an entry as well. The thing is, like you see, this the third bar down there. That's when you had an unfinished auction. So that could have been a nice trade there. Yeah, but this is just me looking at it after the fact. When it was happening, it didn't look very good at all, so I just did not try to trade it. But then again, that's how it goes. So bond market is at range band, not doing much. The Nasdaq is getting whipsawed and annihilated, and the ES is holding up pretty good. So that's how we get started in the overnight. Buys to the downside on the Nasdaq, ES, I think range bound right now is what it looks like. Going into tomorrow, you get the Challenger job cut report early on. We have a jobless claims report, nat gas report, and that's about it for tomorrow's trading. So not a whole lot of news to drive the market tomorrow either. So we'll see. Probably expect more of the same, where whippy and volatile stuff. Alrighty, guys, we'll leave it there, and I'll see you back in the morning, bright and early. You guys have a good evening, and hope you didn't get yourself in trouble, chopped out. And so I'm going to stay away from the Nasdaq until that thing calms down a little bit. Alrighty, guys, later.